Now let's see, why should a company typically prepare financial statements? Irrespective of whether it is a public listed company or a private or a limited liability kind of a company, wherever there is a possibility of a company passing on the limited liability to its owners, there is a possibility that the company may take abnormal amount of risk, and probably the protection of the individual investors is very much required in that case. So making sure that the owners and the company typically avoid the political potential abuses that are going to come up, there is some amount of a protection that is very much required for the various investors who have invested in this limited liability kind of firms. So one such mechanism by which this protection can be offered is through very effective financial statements, because they are a major source of protection, especially the numbers that are being seen in them. They could be looked at by the lenders as well as by the shareholders, which can really help them gain confidence in terms of the performance of the firm. So they can very well take their decisions in terms of whether they can continue their relationship with the firm, or they can go ahead in terms of selling off the shares, they can stop lending to the current firm or not. All these decisions can be taken quite efficiently. So they can the individual shareholders, by looking at the financial statements which are presented as a part of the annual report, they can really take the decisions about continuing the investment with the firm. Even the lenders can choose the risk that this particular firm may pose, and based on that they may impose their collateral requirement, they may tighten their lending requirements and things like that. And even from the taxation perspective, a properly prepared financial statement will be helpful for the tax authorities to really plan out how much is the real tax that need to be charged from this particular companies. So all these things will definitely help different stakeholders once financial statements are being prepared by the firm. So it can very well be argued that financial statements is a definite requirement for any kind of a company which has attracted the investments either in the form of debt or equity from outside the scope of the owners.